Hello everyone and welcome to Tipsy, where we actually provide you with top tips, tricks and strategies that you can actually use to improve your chances of winning by up to 99%. So if you're new to this channel, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button and enable the notification bell icon so as to receive new post notifications and updates. And for more details, do not forget to check the links in the description of this video. Without wasting any much time, let's dive directly into our today's episode. So in our today's episode, we are going to be introducing you to the best strategy that you can actually implement in order for you to predict correct score when it comes to football match prediction. So of course, we are going to be introducing you to some sites, 3 top sites that have proven record of predicting correct score, and the strategy which we are going to use and implement so that we can come out with the best result possible picks in order to increase our chances of winning. So the first website which we are about to introduce to you is actually a website called footballprediction.net. Footballprediction.net. This is how the URL actually look like. This is it here, footballpredictions.net. So when you actually navigate to this website, this is how the front page of the site actually looks like. This is it actually from up here, footballprediction.net. Once as you come to this website, the first step that you want to take is to make sure that you locate this area that says correct score and click on the correct score button. Once you do so, the page is going to load and it will be displayed to you with all the matches that have actually been predicted as correct score. As you can see, this is actually the displayed page that have been shown to us. And if we scroll down this page, we are going to reach an area where we are going to see all correct score prediction. You can see it here, all correct score prediction. Here you can see that we have different menus at the top of this end. We have correct score prediction for today, we have for tomorrow, and even for weekend. So you can as well make use of this menu bar that you can see them up here as based on the date or based on the day that you actually want to choose for the matches to be displayed to you. So this is actually the first website that you are going to visit. So now we are going to introduce the second site so that we can use these 2 sites in conjunction to each other in order for us to pick up the best picks so that we can implement this strategy to see what we can come out with. So the next site in our list is actually a site called Betzoid. It is betzoid.com. You can see this is how it looks like. It is betzoid.com. So if you come to the front page of Betzoid, if you open it, this is how the front page looks like. So once you are actually here, this is the website you can see. But what you are going to do as the first step to implement is to navigate to this section that says football betting tips. And these menus that you can see under here will be displayed to you. But of course, we are interested in this section that says correct score predictions. Just make sure you click on that area and the matches which have actually been predicted for that day will be displayed to you. If you scroll down the page, you are going to see that they have actually predicted some matches as correct score. You can see them here. This is actually correct score matches. Okay, now we are going to apply the strategy based on these 2 sites. Then we are going to implement a third site where we are going to use to complete the process. But first, we are going to use these 2 sites to see how we can come out with correct score prediction. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to visit the first website again that we came there before. So we are going to scroll and look at the first game that has actually been predicted. Here, the first match that have actually been predicted is actually Bournemouth playing versus Everton. It is actually in the England Premier League. What we are going to do is we are going to go to the second site and see if they have also included this match on the second site, this particular match, like Bournemouth and Everton. And their correct score prediction here is actually 0-0. What we are going to do is to go to the next site and see if we can locate Bournemouth with Everton. If they have the same match and have the same prediction as you can see it here as 0-0, then I think that is what we can go for. We are going to pick that. But if not, we are going to tell you what to do next. So the first step is to go and check for Bournemouth on the next website to see if we are going to see any based on the predictions that they have listed on their site. As we can see, if we look here, we are not going to see any bony mount. So we are going to skip that. Next, we are going to go to the next and see if we are going to see Liverpool versus Southampton. We are going to go back to the second side and see if we are going to see any Liverpool and Southampton that have been shown. We cannot see any. We'll go back and make sure to continue to the next. Nottingham Forest with Crystal Palace. We are going again and try to see if we are going to navigate. We are going to see that Nottingham, there is no game here as that. We are going to go back again, make sure that we see Tottenham Hotspur and Leeds United. Come back again, try to check until you are going to see a match. Like as an example, we are going to see this match that is actually here. We are going to see a match. Let me pick one match. West Ham United and Leicester City. If we go to the second side, we are going to see West Ham United and Leicester City. You can see West Ham United and Leicester City. So this match has also been included on the other side. So now let's compare which correct score they have actually shown. Here on this side, it is 2-2. Why on the other side? Let's check what they have. West Ham United and Leicester, they have actually checked that it is 1-0. Okay, now the questions start to come in your mind, but which of these two is actually correct that you can actually go for? That is a good question. But now what you can do as the best possible thing to go for is to make sure that, since as we are dealing with correct score, one of the things that you need to know is that the odds which they actually give for correct score are very, very high. You can see as an example here in West Ham United and Leicester City, the odds here for a correct score is 7.5. That is 7.50. Let's check for the other second side and see the odd. Here the odd has actually, until you want to make a bet before you are going to have to see the odd. But let's assume that the odd is actually 7.50 as an average. Okay, now what can you do to make sure that you actually get this correctly? Because both of these sites have actually mentioned this same match, but the problem is they have different correct score predictions. So what you need to do is, what we most often do is to make sure that since the odds are very high, like 7.50, we are going to use, for example, let's say 10 euro. We have 20 euro to split. What we are going to do is we are going to split this 20 euro into 10 and 10, that is 2 places. For correct score, always make sure that you don't include more than 2 games in one particular slip. Why? Because it is high risk when you go for a correct score and try to include a lot of games on a particular slip, unless you are very sure. But to stay on the safe side, always make sure to include only one game or particular game for correct score, and always choose the game whose odds is very high before you can use this strategy, so that you must have profit. Okay, what you can do is, for the 20 euro that I want to split as 10-10, let's bring out our calculator and see what we have. Let's say we have 10 euro. This odd is 7.50. We have 20 euro to share on these 2 matches. What we are going to do is, we are going to bet the same game twice. In the first case, we are going to make sure that we use West Ham United and Leicester City, give it the odd of 1-0 as correct score, and place 10 euro. What will happen? If we use 10 euro and multiply by 7.50, we are going to have 75 euros. This is 75 euro here. We have placed 10 euro here and we have 75 euro. What we are going to do is, we are going to come to the second side and try to see that same match, West Ham United and Leicester, and we are still going to predict it as 2-2. Now, if we come back to our calculator and we still have that 10 euro, let's assume the odd is still 7.50. If we multiply the 10 euro by 7.50, we are still going to have 75 euro. And what happened is, most of the time we have done this, and we have actually always, sometimes we have actually always win one of the game, because one of the game must lose. In this case, these 2 prediction sites, one of them is correct, but one is wrong. But you cannot predict which one is the exact one which is very correct. But to stay on the safe side and to make profit, you have to bet on both matches. One of the match you bet with one of the prediction, like 2-2, like for example here 2-2 as correct odd, while the other as here you have to bet as 1-0. What will happen is, let's say you have actually given in 20 euro, and at the end of the day you have 75 euro. What you can do now is to make sure you can take the 75 euro and remove again your 20 euro that you have spent, and equal to you are still going to have 55 euro. This 55 euro is actually your profit. Let's come in again. Let's 75 euro minus the 20 euro which you have spent is equals to 55 euro. So this is actually your profit that you have made at the end of the day. So in other words, it is a high profit method if you implement this strategy correctly. So after that has been done, make sure to come again to the site and scroll again down if you are going to see any match that are still related that have also been mentioned on the other side. Newcastle United and Chelsea. Let's check. Newcastle United and Chelsea. We have no Newcastle United and Chelsea. We go to the next, and until we are going to go to the end of this and make sure that we pick out all those matches that have actually been mentioned in both of the site. And once that has been done, then you can actually pick the match which have been mentioned in both of the site and try to see if actually they have actually predicted both matches with the same order. If it is 1-0 or 1-1, it should be 1-1 on this side and 1-1 on the other side. If it is same, then it is very good. But if not, then the thing to do is to make sure that you place bets on each one of them on both sides, so that at the end of the day, you are still going to make profit. So the next site which you can actually use to compare again which of the teams have actually been mentioned is actually a third site which we are going to show you now from here. Is the third site, and the site is actually called 1millionpredictions.com. This is it here, 1millionpredictions.com. So it is the third site which you can use to compare matches. Just go to 1millionprediction.com, and if you open it on your browser, whatever browser that you are using, you are going to see this result that will be displayed to you. And this is how the front page of the site actually looks like. Let's give it a wait while this page actually loads fully, so that we can actually see what it looks like and what we can do and implement same strategy as we did before. Okay, this is how the front page actually looks like. When you are actually here, by default, it's going to show you today prediction, football prediction. What you need to do is to locate this area that says score. Just click on score, and you are going to be displayed with this result. Once as you are displayed with this result on score, it's actually correct score, then you can now use the same strategy and try to implement the same method which we have used for the other two sites. So here, if you scroll down, you are going to see again in the England Premier League, this is their correct score here. You have Man City and Brentford. The odd is 8 odds. You go and check again on the other side. If you have Man City and Brentford, try to compare and see if the other side has also mentioned Man City and Brentford. That's the only work that you need to do, by checking the teams one by one if the teams have been mentioned on both sides, and see which odds and which probability or which correct score has been given to them. In this case, Man City and Brentford is 2-0. If you go to the other side and see that Man City and Brentford has actually appeared on the side, but now the score, if the score is the same, like 2-0, that's very perfect. Then you can go ahead and put your money on the odds, which is very high, and you make profit. But if the odds is different, then if the correct score is different on the other side, then what you need to do is to bet both matches on single slip separate. And of course, you are still going to make profit, because if any of them still wins, you still make profit by using your calculator and repeat the same process which we did last time, and saw that our end was still 55 euro as the profit of that day. So thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like, comment and subscribe for new post notifications and update, and see you again in our next episode. Bye bye. And now I know